Ronald DeSantis is a Florida native, born in Jacksonville and a graduate of Dunedin High School. Before his political career, he went to Yale, Harvard Law, and served as a JAG officer in the U.S. Navy. DeSantis stepped into GOP politics in 2012, representing Florida's 6th congressional district in the U.S. House. In 2018, he entered a contentious race for the governor's mansion.
This election does matter. I mean, it's going to have consequences. They all have consequences, but this one, I think, more than others.
Narrowly beating Democratic candidate Andrew Gillum by 0.4%. The razor-thin margin underscoring Florida's reputation as a battleground state. In his first term, he tackled environmental issues, securing millions to restore and protect Florida waterways, coral reefs, and the Everglades. Come 2020, DeSantis entered the national spotlight for what he called keeping Florida open during the pandemic.
We are not going to let people be fired because of a vaccine mandate.
His strong stance against lockdowns and requirements for masks and vaccines fueled heated debates at school board meetings across our state. In 2021, he went on to give bonuses to teachers and first responders, led relief efforts for the Surfside collapse, and introduced the Stop Woke Act, banning some race-related topics from being taught in schools.
We have an ability to just draw a line in the sand and say that's not the type of society that we want here in the state of Florida. We want people treated equally. We don't want ideology.
In 2022, the governor restricted conversations over sexuality and gender in schools with what critics call the Don't Say Gay law. Disney openly criticized that law, leading to an ongoing feud over who controls the company's special taxing district. DeSantis signed a bill limiting abortions to 15 weeks, ousted a Democratic state prosecutor, and paid to relocate migrants to Massachusetts.
Our view is you got to deal with it at the source, and if they're intending to come to Florida, or many of them are intending to come to Florida, that's our best way to make sure that they end up in a sanctuary.
By fall, Hurricanes Ian and Nicole would devastate Florida, leaving communities from coast to coast underwater. DeSantis deployed a cavalry, restoring power, rebuilding infrastructure, and securing more than $1 billion in resilience funding. That response would send him sailing into re-election just weeks later.
Thank you very much.
Defeating opponent Charlie Crist by nearly 20 points and flipping blue counties red. Since being re-elected, he's signed a permitless carry bill, reignited his fight with Disney, and slashed abortion restrictions from 15 to 6 weeks. The governor released an autobiography and toured it around the country, touting his aggressive conservative agenda and no-nonsense political posture. Despite months and even years of speculation, the most powerful man in Florida staying mum on a run for the White House until now.